All right. Okay. Something really frustrating happened to me today, and I know Wolf Watch Club wants me to talk about what we're doing today and blah, 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 blah. But, I'm going to make this about me real quick. So, you guys know, if you've been following the Time Teller channel at all, by the way, I am your host today, Jory Goodman from the Time Teller channel. You'd know that I am combating some medical issues and blah, blah, blah. I'm on a lot of pills, all right? And sometimes those pills, they make you a little nauseous. And so, like, I took my dose. I had my treatment today. And when you get nauseous, sometimes people offer you ginger ale, but I prefer Sprite. And so I asked for some Sprite. And the nurse comes back and gives me this. Oh, a green can, right? This is 7-Up. All right. I asked for Sprite, and there's a difference. And not everything that is lemon lime flavored and clear and fizzy is Sprite. Now, if you don't want to have that same issue, then you can go ahead and get yourself a Sprite. And guess what? You won't have to make yourself sick. All you got to do is click the link in the description below. Go to wolfwatchclub.com, join the Wolf Pack, and $15 a pop, guys. Your chance to be entered to win a full-fat, legit Rolex GMT Master 2 LHD Sprite. And you don't have to have the headache or the nausea, and you don't have to be all medicated like me. Now, speaking of, there is 27 minutes to go on this little itty-bitty competition that we have going on today, and I'm very excited to say that we are, and by we, I mean the Wolfpack community, we're trying to get to 1,000 wolves by October 1st, and we are so close. So to join the Wolfpack, again, guys, click the link in the description below. Buy a ticket, $15 per entry. I'm not an expert, but since I've known about Wolf Watch Club, I think this is like this is one of the least expensive draws that they've had easily. So, I mean, this is an incredibly inexpensive draw for an incredibly expensive watch. So let's pump up those numbers, because this is just rookie numbers, baby. Now, you guys remember a couple draws ago, a few weeks ago, someone named Mark, and I'm not talking about Mark with a K, the owner of Wolf Watch Club. I'm talking about Mark with a C, which is honestly the worst way of spelling Mark. He won an Omega Aquaterra Fume dial. And then somehow by the grace of God, he ended up winning the next draw for a Rolex Wimbledon. And everybody was freaking out because they're like, it's rigged! It is rigged! And I'm going to be, like, right here with you. I'm the one that's putting in the CSV file into randomdraws.com, and I was like, dear God, I did something wrong. I must have done something wrong. Ends up, it's just the numbers, baby. And look at this. Right now, with 25 minutes left to go, there's 49% of the total tickets sold, which means you have a very, very good chance at winning this watch for just a $15 entry. People like Mark Martin took advantage of that, and he's won not one, but two incredibly expensive watches through wolfwatchclub.com. And I'm going to get him on the phone because I'm going to find out if he entered this one and what he has to say about this whole process. Because, guys, if he entered this draw, let's just take a look. I know he's on standby. He wants to join the conversation. Let's just take a look. So, Peter Neely won last week. He won a Tudor Pelagos 39. Mr. Jayant Singh, right, Mr. Singh, he won the one beforehand. Which one was that? I'm trying to... The Super Ocean. Breitling Super Ocean Winner's Choice. Here's this MFer, okay? We don't even need to talk about him. Mark Martin, he won both of these watches. I'm just going to ignore him real quick. Steven won the Longines. We have the winner of the Explorer, blah, blah, blah. We got a load more. My man, Greg Lewandowski, who won that Starbucks, the Rolex Starbucks that I want. Dr. Bakista won a Seamaster. This is the funniest picture on the site, by the way, guys. Grady Hill, who is a viewer of mine, A lot of these guys, thankfully, also support the Time Teller channel. He won the Rolex Air King, and this picture's so funny because it looks like it's just about to jump out of the case. When I saw that picture, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. We have Ty, who we spoke to on this channel, or maybe it was on the Time Teller channel, but we spoke to him live. He won the OP. We have Joaquin, who won the Moonwatch, and it's crazy because he works in aerospace, so it was like the perfect watch for him. We actually also spoke to Pedro, who won the Pelagos Blue, and then the first ever winner, Khalid, won a Submariner. So, yeah, Mark Martin's in the chat right now. He said he's the worst. So, guys, you could be one of these dudes, and again, the odds are so good. If I refresh the page, still 49% of the tickets sold. For $15, it's kind of a no-brainer. So let's go ahead and call Mark. And I'm going to be incredibly disrespectful, Tim, if I'm totally honest, with your guys' permission. Let's get him. Mark.
Hello.
How are you, you stupid biatch?
I think I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a good Sunday.
Yeah, well, with your luck, it probably will. I have to ask you because I know the people at home are going to... Like, Sean Miller's in the chat right now. He says that Mark dude is bad news. Okay, so... Did you or did you not enter for this Rolex Sprite? You can be honest with me. In fact, you have to be honest with me.
Why don't you navigate to the front page and look at this leaderboard?
Okay, we're here.
And,
oh, dude.
What are the top initials?
Okay, on the leaderboard, we have a MM from Lincoln with 227 tickets. So I believe that MM is probably Mark Martin. Is that true?
That's true.
All right, so this stupid idiot is now on the leaderboard, guys. So we are back to like 2 weeks ago where it is time to beat Mark. Okay? It is this I've had enough of reading his name. Like, guys, it is $15 an entry and you don't have to throw money at this. You could just get yourself one ticket, refer a friend, and get yourself some money back and then keep... And I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on this. Wolf Watch Club is asking if it's lagging. We seem to be perfectly fine on my end. Let me see. But okay, so let me know. What have you entered every competition pretty much since you've won, or what?
I have. I mean, why wouldn't I with such great odds?
Right. Did you enter for the Pelagos 39?
I did, actually. I did the same ticket count as the winner.
Okay. And so I have to ask, for this one, did you buy tickets in advance, or is this another one of those Sunday last minute, I'm going to pull the trigger?
So I've been doing both. I bought early on, and I'll tell you, I have been hustling my referral code up and down TikTok with Doc on Instagram and my TikTok. And I'll tell you, I've had a few referrals, which have granted me several more entries into this competition.
So explain, if you could,
opportunity that Wolf Watch Club is giving me.
Okay, if you could, because you've done it. I haven't entered any of these competitions because I just don't feel comfortable in case I happen to win. I don't feel comfortable reading my own name off the board. But, okay, explain how the referral program works and how you took advantage of it.
Absolutely. So, Wolf Watch Club, you have the opportunity, if you log into your wolfwatchclub.com account, you're going to have your very own, like if you are part of this club and this community, you're going to have your very own referral code. So go to your account inside of wolfwatchcode.com. Scroll down past your orders, past all of your information, and you're going to see either a code or a link to give out to your friends and family that's going to grant you access to some rewards. Now, your friends and family, they're going to get $20 off their first entry into wolfwatchclub.com, and you, my friends, are going to get yourself $35 worth of credit putting towards these draws.
So let me get this straight. I'm gonna say it clearly for the people at home. So essentially, if you purchase a ticket and you buy like into one of these competitions, you will get your own referral code or referral link. And not only does that link get the people who use it $20 credit, it gets you $35 credit. Is that correct? Mark,
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, it's funny to me. I'm talking to Mark on the phone here, but there is also a Mark who is the head wolf at Wolf Watch Club. This Mark sounds very knowledgeable, but what's funny is he just knows all about this referral code because he keeps playing and he keeps winning. So it sounds like I'm talking to potentially someone who works for Wolf Watch Club, but you don't work for Wolf Watch Club, do you?
I am not even sponsored. I am just someone who is a consumer who is trying to get another watch today, buddy.
Okay. Out of the three, let's assume you do win this one, okay? And again, guys, I have to refresh the page. I want someone to outdo Mark Martin here. But assuming you do win this one, let's say you win this Rolex GMT Master 2 Sprite LHD. Out of the three watches, the Wimbledon, and the Aquaterra Fume, which one would be your favorite?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to need to get this one on my wrist before I can make that determination. So as soon as you call my name at like 3:15 and I get it in the mail in a week, I'll let you know.
Dude. And so, okay, speaking of getting in the mail, because you've now gotten two, not one but two watches, what is the process to getting a watch through Wolf Watch Club?
Yeah, absolutely. So what's going to happen, it is a day after the win, you're going to be contacted by wolfwatchclub.com. They're going to say, hey, you've won this watch. We're going to have somebody contacting you to just get some information, make sure we're dotting our I's, crossing our T's, verifying that you are an eligible entrant into our competition. And as soon as we get to go ahead from that company, then we go ahead and send you the watch.
Interesting. Okay, so it is pretty streamlined, and you didn't have to do anything extra to get the watch sent to you, correct?
No, absolutely not.
So the people just kind of reach, like, as soon as you call my name, Mark says, yeah, of course. We will see about that. Now, the cool thing about Wolf Watch Club that I have been very excited to learn about, and I'm sure the people that tune in week after week already know, is Wolf Watch Club doesn't just celebrate the winners like Mark Martin and like Peter Neely and like Jayant Singh and so on and so forth. They also celebrate runners-up. So it's not just people getting the watch, they also give back via credits. So you could be getting some money back depending on where you are in the runners-up list. So I think that's really cool. Wolf Watch Club gives back and celebrates the people who consistently play the game. So I think that's really awesome. What about you?
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't found another one of these companies, right, that is consistently giving out the kind of odds that Wolf Watch Club is giving to its club members. Not only that, it's done at great prices. They're giving out great watches. They're very transparent with the leaderboard, the ticket counts, everything so far seems to be above board.
So here's the thing. Here's what's interesting. I never have done these, like, social media type, like, people call them lotteries, competitions, sweepstakes. It's dependent on like various jurisdictions and depending on how the games are set up. This is actually a competition. But it's funny, I see them on social media, whether it be on Instagram or advertised on YouTube, and a lot of them feel kind of stuffy. A lot of them feel kind of detached from the actual community. And what's funny is, like, week after week when I get to talk to you guys, I'm actually talking to people who have competed, and you guys all seem like relatively normal dudes. We are lagging very badly on our end for some reason. I apologize, guys. I don't know what is going on with the stream. But anyway, can you hear me, Mark?
I can hear you.
So tell me, like, do you agree with that kind of consensus that it's a little bit different with Wolf Watch Club?
It is. It feels more personal, right? I mean, Mark, the owner, he has been, like, fantastic. You can see him in the chat right now, participating in this.
Right.
I don't know that you get that with a lot of owners of companies like this, where they are not only actively, participating with you, but also encouraging you throughout the week through various emails and whatnot. So I feel like there's like this personal touch with Wolf Watch Club.
Yeah, it's kind of insane, dude, because it's funny, like, when you DM, for instance, I would urge all of you to follow at Wolf Watch Club, not only here on YouTube, but over on Instagram. When you DM, like, that account, you are actually reaching out to the highest, like, ends of the company. You're not just getting some automated canned response. Like, when you email Wolf Watch Club, you're not just getting some automated canned response. Like, the person here in the chat is actually Mark. We have Mark, the owner of Wolf Watch Club, in the chat, and then we have Mark, a two-time winner, different person here on the line. But it's just really interesting because when you reach out to some of these other nameless, faceless entities that try to do these other luxury watch giveaways, they are very detached from the community. I'm not naming names here, but they seem to be just very sales forward and not very fun and not very community based. And I think one thing that Wolf Watch Club is really attempting to do here, and I think that they're doing it to a very high level, and we can see it with even more stuff that they're trying, and I'll talk about that in a moment. It seems to me that they really are trying to cultivate a community and a club. And I think that's awesome, and I think what's special is that I get to talk to even people like you, Mark. Like, we're just normal dudes who love watches, and we've all kind of come together around this Wolf Watch Club.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Honestly, I have had the opportunity to now actually chat with a couple of other winners. I didn't have any, like, watch friends prior to, like, starting my channel and starting, like, collecting and whatnot. And through this community, like, I've been able to actually reach more people, which is kind of insane.
No, I'm telling you, dude, like, and it's funny because you reach kind of niches in the community as well. For instance, like, I am, I guess, I hate the word influencer, but I'm someone who makes content around wristwatches here on social media. I'm very much a normal person in real life. But what's funny is, like, through Wolf Watch Club, I've met Gabe, who's another content creator who loves watches. Shout out, Gabe. He's in the chat right now. He just got married. We love him, and he's another part of the Wolf Pack, and I think that's really cool. But I've also met, like, other other businessmen, like Greg Lewandowski, who won the Starbucks, who eventually I will steal it from when I find out where he lives, but we can talk about that later. But also, I've gotten closer to people who have actually been following me for a while, like Sean Miller. Like, he's been a big supporter of the Time Teller channel, and lo and behold, because he joined Wolf Watch Club, we actually got to jump on a call and, like, talk, like, one-on-one live. It's just very, very cool. And I'm just pumped because, I spoke to Mark, the owner of Wolf Watch Club, and he has a very big goal. Again, we want to grow the Wolf Pack 1,000 wolves by October 1st. There's Only a few moments to do that, guys, and we only have a few days left in the month. And guys, we're so close, guys. Please enter. Like, we are so close to hitting 1,000, and I'm sure if we can do it today, Mark is going to celebrate. So we are really close, guys. A $15 shot, and again, with that referral, once you buy a ticket, you get a referral code. You can send it to your group chat. You can put it on your social media. You can email it out. And when someone uses it, they themselves get a $20 credit, and you get a $35 credit to use in the future here at Wolf Watch Club. So I think that that's very exciting. And I apologize. YouTube seems to be kind of angry with our stream right now. They're kind of lagging us out, but it's not a big deal, guys. Don't worry. We will prevail here. I'm gonna refresh this. We are so close, guys. Mark Martin is still on top of the list. Unfortunately, I'm not very happy about that. But we're going to fortunately for Mark Martin. Now, here's what I will say. Someone asked in the chat, are there any lefties here? Are you left-handed, Mark?
I am not. I'm a righty.
Okay, so I am, in fact, left-handed. I am hoping that someone left-handed will win, take advantage of that left-hand drive design of this watch. Now, it's funny. Obviously, left-handed people are a very small percentage of the population, an even smaller percentage of the wristwatch community, because the watch community is a very small small percentage of the population as a whole. But what's fun is Rolex is not necessarily known for giving us, I will say, against the grain items. Would you agree with that, Mr. Martin?
I would agree with that. And you could also say that about the majority of watchmakers. So I think it's really cool that Rolex went out of their way to design one for you lefties in mind.
Exactly. I think that this is very strange. I think that it's strange in a good way. And I think this gives credence to not one, but two things that will make this an incredibly valuable watch in the future. So now I'm putting on the time teller hat real quick, and we're going to geek out about this. So Rolex watches with green on them always go for crazy money later on. That's just a fact, okay? Watches that have deviated from the norm, like they did a deadbeat seconds. Rolex did a deadbeat seconds watch way back in the past. Mark, do you know what deadbeat seconds complication is?
I don't. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's actually very difficult for watchmakers to produce, and it is a mechanical movement that actually ticks like a quartz. And the reason they do that is because they realized, and this is way vintage, they realized way back when that even though the high beat smoothness of a mechanical movement is very satisfying to the eye, it's hard to count the seconds because of the sweep, right? So Rolex, way back when, developed a deadbeat seconds watch that would actually tick on the indexes. And from everyone that I've spoken to in the watchmaking community, they've told me that's really difficult to produce. Lo and behold, finding one of those is incredibly hard. They're incredibly valuable, those deadbeat seconds oysters from Rolex. And the same thing goes for something like this, a left-hand drive Rolex. It's kind of unheard of. And although you may not think, oh, well, I'm a righty, I don't need a left-hand drive watch. Dude, the majority of people who buy LHD watches, whether it be from Tudor or, I know Panerai has some, or now Rolex, the majority of people who purchase those are right-handed individuals. So I would take advantage of this, because this is not only an against the grain watch from Rolex, it also has green on it, and it is very uncommon. And this is going to be a watch, there's a reason it's so heavily waitlisted, right? This is going to be a watch that is incredibly valuable later on. And I mean, what do you think, Mark? For $15, how can you go wrong?
You can't go wrong. And from what I can tell, any green dial or bezeled anything coming out of Rolex. That's their color,
Right.
That's the color of their logo, their branding, and so any model that has that green on it, whether it's mint green, this dial green, whatever it is, like it is a hot commodity.
I'm telling you. And just going based upon, like, you know, the wait lists and the popularity of this model, but also looking back at the Tudor Pelagos LHD, those things, they can't keep those on the shelf. The Pelagos LHD is probably one of the most popular Pelagos models, which is crazy because, again, you look at the population of left-handed individuals, you don't think there's enough of them to really fill up those orders, but it's because people just like that it's different. They like that it's something new and refreshing, and I think that that's awesome, and I'm left-handed, and hopefully one of you guys are left-handed in the chat, and you can take it home, and I think that's really, really special. But so far, MM from Lincoln is on top of the leaderboard on the Wolf Watch Club website. We have 3 minutes left to go. Now, guys, I have to tell you real quick, this is the site that Wolf Watch Club uses, randomdraws.com. Mark, I know you'd love me to put your name in as a winner, but unfortunately, it is not myself who chooses the winner. It is not Wolf Watch Club who chooses the winner. It is a CSV file. And what that is essentially a randomized list of entries that we put into random draws. They do a bunch of ones and zeros, and they choose the winners for us. And by winners, I'm talking about the winner of the watch and all the runners up. So I think that's very, very exciting. We have Uncle Reed in the chat. Uncle Reed says Jory is thorny and we love him. That's very true. Guys, I would shave and look more presentable for you, but unfortunately with my nervous system issue, even putting the razor to my face like messes me up really bad. It's all messed up. But then now Uncle Reed says Jory's different, and we love it. I appreciate that amendment to your initial comment. Okay, so with 1 minute and some change left to go, Mr. Martin, what would you say to the people at home?
Watch out, because I just purchased some more entries.
Oh my gosh, dude. Now he's up to 290 tickets. Guys, beat Mark. Beat this dude. Beat this dude. Beat this dude. We have to beat this dude. Please. I would be purchasing tickets if I could, but I can't.
I love that it's we.
Dude, I know. I can't purchase tickets, guys. I'm the MC here. So it'd be really bad for me to list my own name, but we have to beat Mark Martin. We have to beat Mark Martin. So, guys, please.
If you don't, that's okay.
And if you don't, that's okay, because, of course, Mark wants to win this one. But, seriously, what would you say to the other people at home? There's 49 seconds left to go. Please give them a blessing.
You know, honestly, just keep putting your chance in, like you're bound to hit one of these times, right? Like, we've had winners win with as few as one ticket, so don't look at whatever I have on the board. Just play your own game, do it for yourself, get yourself into one of these watches, because the odds are fantastic no matter what it is.
I'm telling you guys.
I would like to say, I want a TikTok with Doc winner this week, either myself or one of the fantastic people who decided to use my code this week. And help me and themselves out getting into this watch.
I do need a shout out real quick. Mark Martin has his own social media, TikTok with Doc. Check him out on Instagram. And with 1 second left, the game is over. Mark Martin, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing.
Absolutely. Y'all have a fantastic day. Congratulations to the winner. Hopefully it's me. And good luck, everybody.
Thank you, dude. I'm sick of you, honestly, but I love you. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Goodbye. Okay, so that's TikTok with Doc. Now, again, we do want to grow the community here. He's obviously part of the Wolf Pack. He's a player. Any of you that play are part of the Wolf Pack, and we just want to see it grow. Now, I'm sure Wolf Watch Club's Mark is in the head wolf. Also, wants to see the tickets sell and everything. But first and foremost, this really is just a big club of watch lovers. So I'm going to wait to see if the CSV file comes in, and I, of course, will tell you guys the process as I do it. I want to make sure that I do everything perfect, and it looks like the file just came in. I want to make sure. Okay. So the way this works, and I do this every time because people say, oh, it's rigged, oh, blah, 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 blah. The way it goes, all right, I just downloaded the file, is we go in here, okay, to randomdraws.com. Now, this draw name, we're just going to say Rolex Sprite, right? Why not? And then here, Wolf Watch Club. This is just for organizational purposes. This is a standard draw. Here is where I put in the CSV file. Now, people are going to be like, why do you pull away from the screen? Well, the reason I pull away is because when I open up my computer's files, I don't necessarily want you guys to see which files I am pulling from. What is going on here? Downloads. Okie dokie. So, right here, I can show you that the file has been successfully uploaded. This is lottery. We put this as a header row. We continue here. Now I put in the prizes. You can see the past prizes here. We are going to put a Rolex Sprite. Okay, and just for fun, I will put LHD there. Now, to not bore you, I'm going to go ahead and switch to just my face. And Wolf Watch Club also does, what is it? Runners up. So it's not just the person who is winning the watch. There are people that are also going to win some credits to Wolf Watch Club. I also need to double check the monetary amount because as I plug this in, I'm sure that Wolf Watch Club would not want me saying that everyone wins $1,000 because they're going to be like, congratulations, now we can't afford to run any more competitions. So, as is tradition, when I finish writing the prizes and we hit the upload so that Random Draws can pick the winner, I am going to pull the screen away and we're going to edge each other a little bit. And we're going to keep the excitement going because I don't want to give away the winner of the watch before we take a look at the runners up. So here, I'm going to show you, all right? Once I press the screen button, it is going to start calculating, and then I'm going to pull the screen away real quick, and I'm going to read you the runners up. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Draw complete. Boom! Okay, I just saw the winner. I just saw the winner. Is it Mark Martin? Well, I haven't broken my keyboard yet, so I'm just joking. All right. Winner number 10, runner-up, Gary Mund. Congratulations, Gary. You have won $30 credit at Wolf Watch Club. Runner-up number 9, Brian Randazzo from United States. You have won a $30 credit to Wolf Watch Club. Winner number 8, Munir Turan from Switzerland. Munir Turan from Switzerland. You have won $30 at Wolf Watch Club. Runner-up number 30, Francisco Sanchez. That's a very powerful name. Francisco Sanchez. You have won $30 credit at Wolf Watch Club. Winner number 6, Theodore Odegaard. Theodore Odegaard, you've won $30 at Wolf Watch Club. Number 5, runner-up number 5, Joshua Paul. 2 first names. Hey, man, that's cool. That's powerful. Hey, that's powerful, too, in your own way. All right? And biblical names at that. Mazel tov. From Canada. Hey, Canada. you've won $30 US. The strong ones over at wolfwatchclub.com. Winner number 4, Jordan Steele. You have won $30 at wolfwatchclub.com. Now we are at winner number 3. Third place, baby. Also Theodore Odegaard. Congratulations. Guys, again, if you play and enter multiple times, you have a lot of chances to win some money back in credit. So, third place winner, Theodore Odegaard from US. You've also won $50 credit. Now, second place, runner-up, Bradford Steele. Bradford Steele. That sounds like a straight-up porn star. Congratulations, man. You've won $50 at wolfwatchclub.com. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. For the number 1 first place winner, taking home a full-fat Rolex GMT Master 2 LHD SPRITE, Spurgeon Monroe. Spurgeon Monroe from the United States of America. Congratulations. That is awesome. You have an insane watch. Mark Martin did not win. We destroyed Mark. And guess what? He probably won't want to talk to us anymore. So, thanks for playing, everyone involved. Congratulations to all the winner. And, Mr. Monroe, you don't have to even do anything because Wolf Watch Club gets in touch with you automatically. And hopefully next weekend, I can run the show with you and we can talk live and you can tell me how you're loving the Rolex Sprite. That's awesome. So congratulations. If everyone can congratulate Mr. Monroe, I'd really appreciate that in the chat. Bradford Steele, congratulations on your porn star name and your huge wiener. All right, guys, let's see. We have a bunch of new stuff going on at Wolf Watch Club. I don't know why the stream keeps lagging, but that's not going to stop us. Guys, we have not 1, but 2 watches up for grabs. You know what? I can just turn myself off here and we can just focus on... Actually, you know what? I'll keep myself because knowing YouTube, it will just bump me up. We have a Tudor Black Bay 54. This still hasn't cleared yet. Let me refresh. I don't know why this is happening. Let me refresh the page. The Sprite needs to be cleared off the homepage, boy. Tudor Black Bay. This is the Blue Lagoon with the really cool mirrored finished bezel. That's going to be insane. $25 per entry with only 499 tickets, guys. That is crazy. And we're going to ignore this one. But the Batgirl. That's right, baby. On a Jubilee, we gave away a green and black. Why not some blue and black? Do not miss out on this. I want a Batgirl or a Batman so bad, but I am saving up my pretty little pennies for a Starbucks. I really want a Rolex Starbucks super bad, so I don't know. Maybe I'll call Greg Lewandowski and ask if I can just like look at pictures of his. But that's the watch I'm going to get myself when I defeat this terrible, terrible issue I'm going through. Okay, Rolex Batman, so cool. This is probably one of the most sought after just because you look at the watches secondhand. These go crazy. The fact that you have your opportunity to get one for $15 a pop. These Batmans, Batgirls, really it comes down to the bracelet. Incredible. Jubilee, a lot of people say it's much more comfortable than an Oyster, so you got that option right there. And, again, guys, next week, just under 7 days to go. Tudor Black Bay 54. Do not miss out. Let me see if I refresh the page, if that Rolex... Wolf Watch Club, go ahead and clear the Sprite from the homepage, because I'm sure people are going to go there and be like, what? But yeah, So this is what Wolf Watch Club has been doing lately. They are staggering their draws, so they have some really, really, really incredible watch, very expensive watch coming out for a month-long draw, and they have some other very impressive, also pretty expensive watches coming out for like our weekly draws. So that's also very exciting. Guys, just don't miss out on these. Mark Martin lost today, but he's always lurking around the corner, and I'm not happy about it. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not very happy about it. All right, so yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you. The referrals, don't miss out on the referrals, guys. Stack them up, rack them up. You don't need to be an influencer to have your own coupon code and like benefit from it, right? So just we're trying to grow the community. I really appreciate all of you that support Wolf Watch Club. I know the people over at Wolf Watch Club itself really appreciate it. And yeah, I am going to sign off. I will see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Tudor Black Bay Blue Lagoon. Batgirl up for grabs. Which one do you want? Why not do both? Love you guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, here at Wolf Watch Club. And I really do appreciate all of you. I love you guys. Goodbye.